Hi guys, thanks for watching out there. Andy here, a little bit late again, but that's the internet for you at the moment. It is Friday, the 20th of April 2018. Here's a look at the astrology. The moon's going to enter Cancer today. We're still under the Gemini influence this morning, and then it's actually from 4 minutes past 1 UK time. So that is very early morning Pacific, slightly later in the morning Eastern. We actually get into the Cancer moon and things change. We've been through some quite cheerful times with Gemini, actually. Things can go either way with Gemini, but generally speaking, the Gemini couple of days has been quite fun, quite interesting. But in Cancer, we get vulnerabilities coming to the fore. People's touchiness comes out. People start worrying about things. It's very easy to see a negative side to things in the world these days. Maybe it's always been, but that's certainly my take on it. Quite a difficult well, it was easy for me, but I just had a conversation with someone whose family has farmed for generations and who's about to be driven off the land. That seems really sad. But we have to think not too much about these fears because at the moment Saturn is retrograde in Capricorn. And it's been said that if Saturn was your dad, you'd be grounded forever. So basically these fears get into things and it can be a problem. Maybe that's why we had that sad conversation today. Maybe things aren't going to be that bad, but it doesn't feel good at the moment. Anyway, there we go. We've got the moon in Cancer as we progress through the weekend on Sunday, 6 o'clock Sunday evening here UK, and 8 hours or 5 hours behind that, depending where you are in the world. The moon's going to enter Leo then, so that'll be the influence as we start next week, because we don't actually go into Virgo until Tuesday. So we've very much got a Cancer and a Leo weekend. Could be me from Sunday on, you never know. Okay, but right now the moon is still just in the last stages of Gemini, just about to enter Cancer. She's 22.2% full at the moment. There's a nice string of numbers. The actual first quarter comes up on the 22nd of April at 22:45, so only 2 days for that. In fact, let's just check what time that's going to be as well, because that is on Sunday and the chart's gone really weird, as it so often does. Sunday at 22:45 UK time, 6 hours or 5 hours or 8 hours behind that, or even 13 hours ahead of that, depending where you are in the world. And when we get to first quarter, the manifestation energy really starts to become obvious. And that, if nothing else, can lift a lot of us out of a lot of the, not exactly the grief, but the unpleasant feelings that we tend to get as Saturn goes retrograde, or Saturn gets involved anyway. Now, Saturn is actually involved a fair bit in the alignments right this minute. The Sun is trine Saturn. Beneficial delays, basically. Just got to be patient and try and keep organising things. But with Saturn retrograde, it could be different. Very difficult to call. But try and be practical where you can. Stable transitions are good, and the beneficial delays can help with that. So go with the flow if things are slowing down, not getting where you want to be. Mercury is also square Saturn at the moment, and Mercury is a crazy one at the best of times. It's not actually retrograde at the moment, but it is square Saturn. So again, keeping it real, communicate carefully, think about what you're going to say before you say it, and expect people to want to be facing the facts. It's not a day for kind of telling yourself everything's wonderful when it isn't. However, it is a good day for telling yourself that everything can be wonderful, because we've got to get past these fears, People in authority may be shouting about restrictions, yet more delays, which are likely to be beneficial, freezing people's money, cutting people's money, that kind of thing. And there could be trouble with transport, so do be careful. But the moon is sextile Uranus, which is great fun, really. People are much more likely to be thrilled and excited by new developments, new inventions, and it could be a great fun day if we keep looking ahead. And that's the thing to do. It's always much better to look up than to look down. Now then, elsewhere in the alignments today, let me see, on the 20th, the Sun is semi-sextile Chiron at the moment. Chiron, the wounded healer. The Sun having a great deal to do with authority and leadership. That is just a very interesting one. I'm not quite sure how that's going to play out. I never really am, actually, but these are the signs to be looking out for. So Chiron, when Chiron gets involved, we have to start working out issues to do with It's called the wounded healer, things that have hurt us or things that we might feel we've done that have hurt other people as well. I don't know why my face keeps changing colour. I must have the wrong angle on the camera or something today. Right, let's try and keep still. Also today, the Sun, which is in Taurus at the moment, is going to semi-square Neptune, Neptune being in Pisces, at 12:34 p.m. GMT or UTC +1. So that is early hours of the morning again, to the west of me, and tomorrow to the east of me, because that's the way it goes. Don't you love these carefully done timings? Okay, great. In the biodynamic cycle with a Cancer moon, it is a leaf day. Always revere the leaves of the tree which gives you shelter. It's an important thing to do. Spaceweather.com, a quick look as time is ticking. Solar wind speed is up quite a bit, 462.5. Proton density is fairly massive at 10.5 protons per cubic centimetre. I'm going to read this carefully because it's changed since I looked at it last night. An interplanetary shockwave hit the Earth's magnetic field last night at 23:50 UTC. So that was, 10 to 1 this morning UK time. When the shock arrived, the density of the solar wind flowing around the planet very quickly quadrupled. So there's a lot of intensity going on there. And magnetic fields in the solar wind near the Earth have got a lot more intense. In fact, they're 10 times as intense as they were even before that. So there's a strong possibility of geomagnetic storms. Certainly the electronic buffeting is going on. Certainly things are going to be a little bit different for that. So just watch out for that if you're working in nature, if you're in the pagan realm of things. And that's just about the end of it today. So thanks for watching, folks. If you are a pagan working in the pagan realm of things, thanks for witching. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Hope you have a brilliant day. Sorry this is late. I get up early and I try to do, Have a good Friday, my friends. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.